Hey guys, Ken here from Perform Better. We're wrapping up IOM Level 1 and I'm just pulling some people out to have a chat with them and get their opinions on what they thought and so on and so forth. I've got Ash with me now. Now Ash is a bit of a unique person in regards to IOM. This is her second time around, but she's also very fortunate because she's running a personal training studio up in Whitsundays, and she did her tutelage under Jan from a Viper perspective and everything else, so has a really good understanding of movement and implementation of Viper and all of the traditions and stuff around it. But she's back again, which is awesome. So Ash, why are you back?
Well, firstly, thank you for a lovely introduction, Ken. Well, yeah, as you said, I've had quite a history and been extremely lucky to be mentored under Jan. So we've worked a lot with the Viper and the implementation processes, and just loaded movement, unloaded the 4Q processes, and developing strategies for health coaching more than anything. So for me last year, reinforcing everything that Jan had taught me was really exciting and really huge. And then this year I'm really back for the science side of it and really get into that kind of level, and again reinforcing, have that nice fresh perspective again on everything we do.
So that's really important, because the last 3 or 4 people that I've spoken to have said it's all about the why. We can coach our clients, we can do this, we can do that, but unless they understand why they're doing it, they're going to stop doing it, or they're not going to feel the benefits. So have you found that that's made a real difference in the studio with the people that you have?
Absolutely. Being able to justify to people why, how and why we're doing something is so important, especially when we're not there to fix anyone. We're there to help them, to create space, to help them to move. So a lot of time when they come in with a knee pain or ankle pain or something like that, it's not necessarily a lower back, especially, it's not something we're targeting. They don't come in and we say, okay, we're going to try and fix this lower back pain. We're going to go, righto, we know the body moves as a whole, so we're going to look from a health coach perspective. We're going to look at creating some space in the body. We're going to look at the ankles, we're going to look at the hips, and we're not going to pay much attention to the lower back. So being able to justify why we're doing that to a client is huge, because they're like, what?
So that's another really great point. We touch on traditional training, and of course we don't say you shouldn't do that.
No.
But what we do look at is how we can implement what we're doing to move better, feel better outside the gym, and incorporate it into everyday life. And the movement with everything we do is the big key in the way that IOM do things differently.
Absolutely. The appreciation for movement is huge, and especially I guess when from perhaps other professionals that don't necessarily work on movement so much, they might be told to go and rest and just take medication or something like that, which might help for the here and now, for their pain for something or along those lines, but not having respect for the movement and the motion and being able to move, and how they're going to be able to adapt in the long term and be able to use their shoulder again or use their knee again. Or something like that.
So it's all about the journey, taking them on the journey, and it's about the journey of life. And it's a big transition, and I've seen that in you as well, from an instructor or a PT to a coach to a health coach, and building life-changing results, but being on the journey with them. And I think that's
absolutely.
the most important thing, not just standing back and telling them what to do, experiencing their changes, and I think that's the most rewarding thing.
Yeah, definitely. Being part of that journey and experiencing it with them is so much more than just sending them home to do a bunch of things or smashing them out in the studio. It's being there with them, and when they achieve those goals. Just recently only, I was the first person that she was texting photos and saying that she'd done this and achieved something, or that she was moving really well, and that was just so exciting.
Awesome. Well, Ash, thanks for your time. Good to have you back.
Thanks.
And look forward to spending more time with you on Level 2.
Awesome.
Thanks, mate. See ya.
Bye.